Now.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a party.
This is the party playlist with Annie Mac.
Yes, and welcome to the studio, Paris!
Hello.
How are you guys? Lovely to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Good to be back.
So you've come a long way to be here. How long are you in town?
Just today.
Really?
And then we fly to Edinburgh tomorrow.
Oh,
And
wow.
then we'll be back in like 2
Saturday,
3 days.
we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back and forth a lot.
Yes.
Okay. The last time I saw you was it was just before Reading Festival.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
We didn't get bottled.
We didn't get
let's start with that.
Yes.
This is a great
Yeah.
positive to start. So tell me how it all happened. What happened?
It went crazy.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, there was something crazy in the air that day. We had no clue what to expect or anything, so we were like just taken back by it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
No bottles.
No bottles. Apparently, we like started some crazy thing with security, because the people like were overflowing the tent or something.
Yeah.
Like there was way too many people in the tent and outside the tent that they had to call like
Extra
security or something. They're like, what's
See,
going on?
that's what you want.
Yeah, we
that
started
is-
some trouble.
That is amazing. I love it.
I feel like the more we talk about getting bottled, people are just going to want to bottle us.
Oh, bottles!
We talked about it quite a lot on national radio,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah, we
didn't get
did,
bottled.
yeah.
So I think suffice to say that the UK loves you as a band.
Thank you.
We love you back.
So what's been going on then since then? So that was when? That was August, Reading?
Yeah.
End of August. So it's now, okay, so we've had 3 months since then. What's been going on for Paris as a band? What have you been up to?
Touring.
Just touring a
Touring.
lot.
Are you sick of each other?
No?
No.
Never.
Not at all.
I mean, Brian, a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we just finished up the Europe portion of our tour with Bring Me the Horizon, and then we just previously did a whole US with them.
Yeah.
And then now
We did
we're on to
Australia
the
before
UK.
that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
before
we
that
did
we did
Australia before
Australia.
that.
God. Okay, so what is it like touring with Bring Me the Horizon now after this album has come out? I mean, they
So
are
cool.
new levels.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's such a cool tour.
Their show's awesome too.
And are they nice guys? Do you hang out with them? Do you party
yeah.
with them?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, yes.
We
it's
play-
nice.
They were
Oh,
really
yes.
quiet at first, and we were like, "Oh my god, they hate us," but we started all warming up to each other, and everyone's.
It's going to be sad.
Yeah.
It's almost over. It's just grown accustomed to this.
Yeah.
Well, this is called the party playlist. So we do like to explore the kind of parties that the artists who come in and do it like to have. So what is the ideal Paris party? Did you have a good party on the road with Bring Me that we can talk about? What do you do? What do you do when you party?
What's your ideal party?
My ideal party is hanging with a bunch of friends
Yeah.
and listening to
typically
great
a party.
music. Yeah, that's my ideal
all
party.
you
Well, some people
So just-
like solitary parties, you
Yeah.
know? They just like to sit on their own.
When I'm at parties, I'm a wallflower. I'll just stand and
Yeah.
watch.
Just stand and you like to
People
observe. Yeah.
I like to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever the
And
food
then
is,
leave.
Lindsay will be there.
I like to get on the dance floor.
Are you a
Get
good
down.
dancer?
Yeah.
Well, I think I am.
I think you're
I don't
great.
know if anyone else.
Brian's a great dancer.
Who parties the hardest? Who stays out the latest?
Brian.
Brian.
Oops. Oops. That's not true. I'm in bed by 8:30.
What's
latest.
the wildest night you've had on this tour so far, Brian?
I feel like you haven't had a
I
lot.
haven't had a wild night on this tour.
I guess
I've been-
because you always have to be back in the tour bus at a certain time, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
There's a
Yeah.
bus call, so you can't really like
and what time's bus call?
Depends on where
the
we
drives.
are.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sometimes it'll be midnight, sometimes it'll be like 3 a.m.
yeah.
But they're usually pretty early.
So you've never been kind of left in a city before, Brian, where, you know...
We
like,
did
right, we're
almost
leaving
in
without
San
you.
Antonio
I don't remember.
on Warped Tour.
Surprise, surprise.
We were.
Oh yeah.
I was safe and sound in my bunk.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. We went to where did we?
We went
visit?
to the Alamo at like 2 a.m. with a bunch of friends on, you know, those like horse-drawn carriages they have in the street
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
We were like,
bought
we were
that.
at like a party, and then we left the party, and those were magically out on the street, and we were like, oh my god!
Everyone was like, "Let's split it up." I'm like, "I'll just pay for it," and we all hopped in.
We
and
all
were
hopped on.
smiling and like, yeah.
Went to the Alamo at 2 a.m. and sat out in front of it.
and we told ghost stories and stuff. So.
Oh, that sounds like something in an American film or something. It sounds so perfect. Wow. Okay, well, listen, we're going to have a party, as much of a party that we can have in a radio studio tonight. You have brought the music.
Yes.
Can you see it all in front of you where
Oh
you
yeah.
are?
Yes.
So you get to decide what you want to play when. I see that you've each brought a few choices. What shall we start off with?
Let's start with JB.
JB.
Beeps.
This is a slow party, but yeah, let's do it.
I mean, we can get there. You know, we can work up the
Yeah.
energy.
yeah.
People
build
are
up.
just arriving now.
Yeah,
you know,
just
you're
getting
just
it
having your
going.
first drink. You're kind of saying hello to
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
It can be quite chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so talk me through this choice, please. This is Alex.
I chose this. It's been the only song I listen to every day. I feel like we sound check with it usually. And
And we
Really?
have it on our preset playlist. And when it's like on before we go on stage, we're all like, "Don't cut the lights yet! Like we want to finish
you
the
gotta
whole
finish the
song."
song.
So you have this on before you come on. Amazing. Okay, let's hear it. Justin Bieber. I'll show you. To be discussed.
My life is a movie.
Justin Bieber. He'll show you. This is selected by Alex from the band Pvris, who are our special guests tonight as part of Party Playlist. And party started. The mood has been set.
Crying all night.
Smooth mood. So tell me about your love of Bieber then. Is it a mutual love? Are you all fans?
No, it's
And have you
Yeah.
always been fans, or have you just converted?
Dude, I've always been a believer.
Really?
I will own it. I loved him since day one.
Yeah.
Jammed him.
Since baby.
Actually, no. I got it. I will say I got into Believe. That was
Yeah.
the one that sold me.
Okay.
And then I've always been a believer.
I mean, he's this new album, he smashed it.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like he's kind of come into his own. He's like making decisions for himself in a big way.
for sure.
A lot of people his age, which are people our age, are like, "Oh,
He's
get it."
He's what, 21 now?
Yeah, I think he's
21, 22, and this is his. I can't remember. Fourth.
I think it's
album?
fourth. I don't
It's
know.
meant like think about how much he's done in such a short space
Yeah.
of time. Because the first track came out in like 2010, I think. Baby came out, so he's had 5 years. Oh my god, it's mental.
How to feel like crap in 10 seconds.
Guys, come on, it's not a compare and contrast situation. Justin Bieber doesn't have a band though. He's only got to be by himself all the time on stage, so that's kind of must be much more
Lonely.
fun being in a band. No,
Lonely.
I always think being in a band must be the most fun ever.
Oh,
It's
great.
fun.
It's a good time.
I'll go up and like tickle Brian's nipple when we're playing, or like tickle his armpit. And
I laugh a lot when
Yeah.
I play for sure.
How did you guys meet?
we met through like a local scene that we used to play shows at in like different bands, and then we all kind of just came together through that. And like we met, Alex and I had joined into a band together, and then we met Brian through mutual friends, and we were like, "Oh my god, this kid's hilarious!"
And then I met Alex before that.
I love that. He's not a very good player. He's hilarious.
Honestly, we'd never heard him play bass before. We just let him in,
Yeah.
and it worked out.
There's something nice though, isn't there? Because if you kind of maybe with your first bands, you kind of fall into a band with whoever's near you who can play, but
Yeah.
then you kind of get in a position where you can kind of pick and choose. You get to know what you need as a band.
Yeah.
And I think chemistry is the most important thing out of
Exactly.
anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You've got the chemistry, guys.
you're the missing puzzle piece.
Okay, so we need to talk about Paris fans because your guys' fan base is pretty amazing.
They are great.
Amazing.
Tell me what the typical Paris fan is like. Have you met a lot of them?
We have, yeah.
Like hung out with them.
They're
I
funny.
feel like they're very
really
diverse.
Funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
They all have
Good sense of humor.
the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Like, they make fun of us. And it's great. They just
love
roast
that.
us all the time.
I love that. That's rare,
I
actually.
think it's awesome.
With a fan, but usually it's kind of reverence.
Yeah.
I like that. It's taking the mickey. That's
But
good.
yeah, I think we have a pretty diverse fan base too, like age-wise and everything-wise, gender-wise. Like, I don't know. When we do like the headliner shows, you see a very good mix of people there, and it's kind of cool to see.
Because you must have kind of older traditional rock fans as well. That just kind of as well as the youngers. Okay, so let's talk about the next track. We're at stage one of the party. Everyone's mingling.
Yeah. Right.
Whose choice?
Everyone's met. We're good.
Everyone's met. Time to pick it up a bit, I think. Just to pick up that energy.
All right, let's do it.
Pick it up.
Where are we going?
We're gonna do "Take Back the Night" by Justin Timberlake.
Oh, wow. This
Yeah,
party.
JB to
It's
JP.
about to get. It's about to get
started.
going. Yeah.
I think, Brian, you might need to hit the dance floor soon.
Yes.
Have a low.
Love it. What's the signature dance move? Oh!
just a little taste, nothing.
And Lynn, you've got the good hair flick. You've got the hair flick going on.
This was your city. You did it all in more good. Don't know when the sun is rising next night.
What was that, Brian?
2 years ago for my birthday, I was going to go see Justin Timberlake by myself.
Alone.
A lonely trip, but it would have been a great night.
And you didn't make it?
I didn't make it.
Oh,
How did you make it?
Yeah, it was just the deciding factor, and my dad and I have the same birthday, so I didn't want to leave him out.
Oh.
They have the same birthday.
And he
wasn't
didn't want to come?
He didn't really want to go,
Yeah.
I was very sad.
Well, that was very nice of you to put your own father before Justin Timberlake. This is such a good song, though.
It really is.
I want him to come back with more music now. Like, it's the time, right?
It is the time.
It's about time.
And Frank Ocean needs to hurry up too. We've been
Yep.
waiting all year for him. Okay, so the party is in full flow here, the party playlist. So far, we've had Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake, all the Justins
JB
being
and
represented
JT.
this evening.
We got Justin Nace's symbol.
What are we thinking next, folks?
One of yours.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
yours
My
was-
Number by Foals.
Oh,
It's all
Okay.
about the flow of the playlist,
yeah.
you know?
So tell us about Foals then, and your love for this song. Or, do you love the whole band, or is it just this one song?
A couple here and there. I haven't fully dived into them, but
Yeah.
our sound guy really likes them, and he showed me this song, and this reminds me of driving at night really late and like jamming out to it in
Yeah.
the van to
Yeah.
keep awake. So like van parties and car parties are what it makes me think of.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's a party.
It's a great driving song, this. Paris are our guests in the studio. Woo! So you guys have had one album. When you look at bands like Bring Me, who you've just had the pleasure of supporting on tour, and this is their 5th album. Do you have an idea as a band where you want to go? Can you see yourself lasting that long? Do you think that far ahead even?
Hope so.
Yeah.
We want to do it as long as we can and go as far as we can. There's no glass ceiling or anything over us, in our opinion. So we're just, I don't know, we're just going to keep making what we want to make and do what we want to do. And hopefully people continue to
Hope for the
like
best.
it. So
Yeah, because Bring Me are such a good example, aren't they, of a band that have kind of developed their sound
Yeah.
over the years, and their fans have kind of stuck with them. Because you got to be able to change if you want to change, right?
absolutely.
Otherwise-
Should never make the same record twice. I think their audience has grown so much with them, and it's been really cool to watch. So to see that actually be possible is like
Yeah.
definitely very
Yeah.
cool to see and inspiring. So.
Because you guys, what was the band that you were in that was kind of screamo, kind of quiet? Was that you, Lynn? Was it all of you?
Me and
That
Lynn.
was Alex and I. Yeah.
Okay. And who was the screamer?
One of our friends
Okay.
who's not here right now, but yeah.
So they kind of
Very
started off like that. And now they've kind of evolved into this big rock band with these
Yeah.
big songs and these big hooks, you know. Amazing. Where should we go next, folks? We're fully in. The party's fully started.
Yes.
I have a good middle track.
Okay, Alex,
We can
what do we
do
got?
Joyrides by Mutemath.
Okay, so tell me about these guys, because I have no idea.
This is their new record that came out. It's the opening track off of it. I've been jamming it, and I'm stoked because we have a couple shows with them in December.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah, we do.
very excited.
Sweet.
Anxious to see it live.
So who are they?
Well, our sound guy showed me.
You guys.
And I was just like at a loss for words. It was so good. And I
Yeah.
watched their performances on late nights and stuff like that. And it was just
Yeah.
like, it was so cool to see.
Yeah.
Really good.
What
They
is-
do a really cool blend of like electronic and also rock as well.
Yeah.
But they're more like kind of
This record's more electronic.
yeah.
Which is, I like.
They do a really cool blend of like both like programming but also the rock element.
Cool
I don't know.
guitar stuff.
It's cool.
Okay, let's hear it then. Mutemath. The track's called Joyrides, as recommended by Paris. The party is most definitely in full swing now. Brian is in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm getting down right now.
He's getting
I can't see
down.
it, but
He is so getting down.
There's invisible ladies around.
Okay. So, need to ask you about new music, because you've been busy touring. Have you had any chance to put some new music down at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Always
Tell me
working
more.
on- We're
Yeah,
always
yeah.
working on stuff. We all have like little, I guess, studio setups on our computers. Like I have Logic, Alex has Logic. Do you have Logic? Ed?
I have Ableton.
Ableton. We all have like little tiny keyboards that we can track with and stuff. So
Yeah.
we're always working on
On the
stuff
go.
here and there.
Yeah.
And then do you kind of sit and have kind of a board meeting and play each other everything and go,
We'll be
we'll
like,
have that,
"Yo,
we'll
check
take that,
this
we'll
out."
put that, we'll do it. Nice. So moving forwards, do you think you want to put out something next year, album-wise, or?
Oh yeah.
We may be thinking about doing a deluxe edition or something.
Oh, okay, deluxe edition of White Noise, or like a new
With White Noise, with
some
maybe
added
some,
tracks.
some top secret tracks.
Okay.
That people may have not heard before. I'm saying.
Okay.
A little something.
Is that a little exclusive there, Lynn?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
It
Paris
didn't come
fans,
from me. You didn't hear it from me.
we have a non-committal exclusive right there for you. I'm sure you will confirm it down the line when you're ready to confirm it. But Paris fans, it sounds like there's something exciting around the corner. We can say that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Something
Oh, yeah.
exciting
Oh, yeah.
around the corner is good.
More things for your ears and eyes.
If you could tour with any band in the world, who would you tour with?
I don't know if it would ever work, but I'm a huge Florence and the Machine fan, so probably that.
Well, that brings. We should play this track. You've
I was
chosen
gonna
next.
say this would be the next good track to play.
So tell me why Florence?
I don't know. She has this crazy dynamic voice, and it's so expressive and powerful, but also very delicate. And I don't know. You can tell she means what she says when she says it. And her lyrics are also really cool because they can say some very dark things, but they're put in a very beautiful way. I guess I don't know. She's very cool lyrically and like paints cool pictures and lyrically. I mean.
Have you seen her? I mean, I presume you've seen her live.
Oh, yeah. I flew out to Denver to see her for the first time at Red Rocks over the summer. And then we had a day off on the last tour we just did in the U.S. I flew out to San Francisco to go see her. So.
Wow, so Lynn, you are a big fan.
I'm
You're
a huge
flying.
fan,
You're getting
yeah.
on aeroplanes.
Yeah.
She's such an incredible performer live, isn't she?
Yeah.
So arresting. Like, you can't take your eyes off her.
I don't think she's human.
You know, I saw her at Coachella that time when she broke her foot.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the performance, and she kind of went down on her knees at the end, and we were all, like, all of us, who'd been chatting and partying, no one talked to each other for the whole performance. We were just glued.
Yeah.
And then we saw her, like, go down on her knees, and I was like, God, she's such an amazing performer. And then I didn't realise that she kind of went down on her knees because she'd broken
she
her
couldn't
foot.
stand anymore.
But
yeah.
you could not tell. She just styled it out. She was so tough. Like,
Yeah.
didn't cry, didn't wince.
She's so stoic.
Took her top off. Oh,
There's so many videos of her, like, running around the stadium, like, or, like, whatever venue they're playing. Like, security's, like, chasing her around, and it's really fun.
yeah. She's really light on her feet, isn't
Yeah.
she? Okay, well, shall we play this one then?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Sweet Nothing, Calvin Harris, Florence Welch. Testament to Florence, isn't it? That you can hear her on a track that's nothing like any of the music she makes. She just smashes it. It's so versatile. I was thinking as well, the other thing I like about watching her live is that when she speaks, she's got this really kind of dainty, kind
She's
of
so
received,
airy.
hello, oh,
Yeah.
hello. And then she's like whacked her top off and spraying around from the stage. It's so brilliant, the juxtaposition. It's an English rose.
Yeah. When we saw her, I didn't know what to expect because I'd never, like, I was just always a big fan of her music, and I never, like, really watched interviews or anything with her. And because I, like, sometimes I don't want to, like, ruin an artist by, like, finding out what they're like. But as soon as she spoke on stage, I was like, oh my God, she's so airy and delicate. and then after that, I started, like, looking up interviews and, like, actually, like, looking into her as a person. I was like, she's so cool.
Yeah.
She's just out there and
She's a true bohemian.
Yes.
I think. Yeah, definitely. Guys, we are coming to the end of our party.
yes.
Sad times.
no.
Really sad
more
times. No more
dancing.
dancing, Brian. So you guys are going to be coming back to the UK then in a couple of weeks, you said? Is that right? No.
No.
Am I wrong?
Are we?
No.
No,
A
we'll
couple of
be-
months?
Couple of months, yeah. We'll
April.
be back in April.
April.
right.
For our headliner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what's happening in April. Touring, shows.
Touring shows.
Where's the headliner?
It is
All of the UK.
All of the UK.
Okay.
Which most of
We
it
do.
is sold out except I think Cardiff,
Cardiff and Norwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, you heard it, folks. If you can get to Cardiff and Norwich, do it now.
Do it.
It's definitely going to be worth your while. Thank you so much for coming in and seeing us. I really appreciate it.
having
Lovely
us.
seeing
Having
you,
us.
Always
as
good to be
always, yeah. And we've got one tune left before Philly Taggart takes over with his mixtape. So, what do you think? How can we end this night?
I think since we were talking about a little something happening in the future, we should play this track.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say why,
You mean the K.Flay?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna say why, but
Tell us why you love K.Flay then.
she's badass.
Okay.
She's super smart. She's really cool.
Do you know her?
We met a couple times.
You've
Yeah.
met, yeah.
I was actually talked more with her drummer on Warped Tour. 'Cause she was on Warped Tour last summer. We did like 2 weeks, and so I became friends with him, but we know her through like a bunch of mutual friends and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
she's really smart, really cool, and really funny. So
Well, we know her from a track that she's done with Louis the Child that we've played loads called It's Strange, but I've never heard anything else from her, so I'm excited to hear this. Okay. All right, listen, you guys, thank you so much. We look
Thank you.
forward to hearing the Paris news that is imminent at some point, and come and see us again next time you're in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
thank you for having us.
All right, good partying with you all.
Great fun. Till
This
next
is
time.
K.Flay, Fever. Philly Tiger up next.